What your max squat says about you. Millions of gym bros around the world hit leg day. Some love it, some hate it, and some just flat out skip it. But regardless of where you're at, almost every single person who does do it does one staple exercise: the back shot. The back squat. This is one of the most complete exercises of all time, hitting everything from your ankle all the way to your ass crack. But even though everyone does it, not everyone excels at it. Because of this, I wanted to make a video to distinguish the difference between the lightweights and the big bad heavyweights. Disclaimer, powerlifters are not included in this video. Those guys are not real lifters. Anyone can be strong when you're fat. But who the hell am I to be making this video on squats? Well, I'm glad you didn't ask. My name's Pat Kelly, AKA The Man. So without further ado, let's dive in. First up, you're one of those leg day skippers. And I'll be honest, if you skip leg day and you clicked on a video titled "What Your Max Squat Says About You," I think that alone says everything we need to know about you. You're a fucking The first actual squat max on the list is gonna be 135. Now, I decided to start at 135 because if you can't bench 135, let alone squat 135, you have no business being in the gym, being on Gym Culture YouTube, or even watching this video in general, so get the fuck out of here. Get out! But with that being said, if your max is only 135, that's not much better. You either just started lifting, you have an injury of some sorts, or you're a chick, which in that case, as long as you're at least like a 4, go ahead and DM me your number on Instagram. Please. But if you're not one of those people I just listed and your max squat is still just 135, do us all a favor, call up your gym, tell them you're canceling, and go back to fucking school, you fucking nerd. You probably have a great credit score and a 401k too, fucking loser. Now you're just bragging, get the fuck off my video. Now we're getting to the first semi-respectable weight, 225. It ain't good, but it ain't bad either. If your max squat is 225, you either used to be a leg day skipper and now you've changed your ways, or you're one of those guys that says, heavy weight is bad for my back, which in that case, you're just gay. Don't get me wrong though, squatting 225 is way better than squatting 135, but you're still just barely a man. Your girlfriend probably has more chest hair than you, if you even have one, and when you're upset, you still reach for a binky. But if that's you, it's your lucky day. I'm sponsored by binkiesformen.com. So go ahead and use my code, you're a bitch, at checkout for 1% off. And now we're finally into big boy territory. Your max squat is 315. This is what most normies strive to squat. If you've gotten this far, you've probably committed your life to the gym, which isn't a bad thing as long as you don't care about being happy. It takes discipline, consistency, and no life. An average day for you looks like going to school or work, coming home to your studio apartment with one cat, grabbing your meal prep, housing it, going to the gym, talking to no one, squatting your 315, then smiling for the first time that day because you finally felt something, then going back home, putting on a Sam Sulek YouTube video, and going to bed. Now, if you related to any part of that sad day in the life story, please, and I mean please from the bottom of my heart, do yourself a favor and get a hobby. The good news is though, you can finally graduate from only wearing pants and actually start wearing shorts to show off those leg gains. Maybe even throw on the 5 inches so other dudes can see your quad veins if that's what you're into. And now we get to 405. Your max squat is 405 pounds. If you got here, you probably have a lot of muscle mass and free time. You're even considered jacked by your friends and distant cousins. But the sad part is, we all know you're going through some rough pain. You probably had a girlfriend who you loved dearly, maybe even lost your virginity to her, but when you showed up to her house with an engagement ring to surprise her, you found out she was getting gorilla fucked by your boss, who also happened to be your dad.
Whatever daddy wants, daddy gets.
That's the only logical way you could ever make it this far to squatting 405. But I feel for you. So let's have a moment of silence for all the dudes out there, all the gym bros who have unfortunately walked in on their girlfriend getting gorilla fucked by their boss, who also happened to be their dad. You'll pay for that, Dad. But when we look past your poor ability to process emotional trauma, squatting 405 is a pretty respectable achievement, and you should be proud. But you're walking a thin line here. At this point, your addiction to growing meaty thighs has probably taken over your whole entire being and soul. It's all you think about. If you are here, I strongly urge you to stop everything, find a girl that's probably around like a 5 out of 10 because, you know, be realistic, man. We don't want what happened before to happen again.
Hello, baby.
Start a family with her, have kids, get that dad life going, and just forget about everything. That way you'll be too distracted to continue squatting, and you'll live out the rest of your life in a mediocre way, knowing you always could have achieved more. Now, lastly, we get to anything more than 405. Dude, get a fucking life. If your max squat is over 405, you're just a tryhard at this point. We get it, man. You can't fit in normal sized pants and you have to put baby powder in between your thighs before you go anywhere. Big whoop. The part that really pisses me off is you're probably a powerlifter. And we all know powerlifters are fat, therefore they don't have real strength. And what's the point of being fake strong when you look like shit?
I don't know, God, what you fucking...
Squatting more than 405 is only cool if you have like one leg or something. Anything else and you're just a try-hard gym class hero, piece of shit, garbage human being. Like, dude, give it up. What do you think? You're better than me? No one's better than me! Overall, if you skip legs, you're sus, but if you try too hard at legs, you're also sus. There really is no squat max that is worthwhile and will add benefit to your life, so my best recommendation for anyone watching this video is to just skip legs, but lie about it. Get a huge upper body, wear pants 24/7, and when someone inevitably comes up to you and says, yo bro, you're jacked, what do you do for legs? All you have to do is hit one of those gay bodybuilding poses and hope they get so distracted by your giant biceps and lats that they forget they even asked a question. I sincerely hope this video offered you some clarity, but if it didn't and you wasted precious minutes of your life that you'll never get back, well, fuck you.